Here we go. We're live. We are live.
Yeah, you like that?
We're live on channel YouTube. Please do not swear. Can you believe it's
Colin,
the
this should have been done. This should have been done off air. Where I won't record my audio locally.
that will probably slow things down.
Or do you want me to?
Oh, I'm assuming you're. I can't hear you. You're so robotic. It's crazy. Don't record your audio, mate. We're just gonna go. We're going in dirty.
Yeah.
You know, we're going in filthy. You know. We're gonna cover this podcast in dirt. It's great. This should be called the dirty episode. I'm gonna call this episode 118 the dirty, the dirty chapter. There we go. Right, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 118 of Heroes of Handheld, the world's premium podcast dedicated to everything handheld gaming. We cover things like iOS, Android, PS Vita, PSP, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo New 3DS, the Wii U, the DS, the DSi, the DS SP, no, the Game Boy Advance SP, which I had. I love my SP.
Did you?
I love my SP. It was great. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Colin. I've been your host since the inception of this podcast, and I'm joined by a boy who is doing his best Dalek impression this week.
Is it really that bad?
It's got better. You don't sound as choppy now.
I'm having a bit of a mare with our internet. We've had an issue.
He's had an issue.
Off we go.
Basically, he sounds like a robot. We've been trying to record for about 30 minutes now, and this is the best it's going to get. I'm losing the will to live. Chris is just, I don't even know what he's doing anymore.
Whee!
I will actually say, I saw you make a guest appearance in a video vlog created by one of our mutual acquaintances, your flatmate.
Did you? What was the video?
I don't know how long ago it was, but he did a video saying a week in my life.
Yeah.
And cause I was like, I'm going to look back and see well, this anonymous person has been doing. This anonymous, nondescript person has been doing. So I found this video. And it was actually really good. I actually found it interesting. But you made a lovely guest appearance, which I was like, oh, it's Chris. Oh, it was so funny because you kept putting stuff in the saucepan. And it was really funny because you had like cans of stuff in the saucepan. And you were like, oh, it was so funny. It was good. It was good. But you only appeared in the first day. And I was sad to see that because you work in the same place. And one day when he was going to work, you weren't with him. What's going on?
We don't work at this. Yeah, we don't work at the same time, Colin.
Seems a bit weird though. You know, surely you should just like, it's a bit like when your periods are in sync. You should just make your like rotors, your work rotors in sync, you know? Just makes sense, you know? Anyway, so it's nice to see you on that, and you know, I'm pining for a bit of Chris in my life, so I'm really glad I can see you right now. It's actually turning me on a little bit.
Good.
But I'm gonna stop talking, and I'm gonna let Chris introduce himself and see how long his internet holds up. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Colin. My name's Chris. I'm here to talk about the Nintendo stuff. Although today, it won't be just Nintendo we're talking about.
I'll do my Chris impression. Yeah, so because there isn't really much news this week, really. There's the odd splattering of news, a bit like your Splatoon. There's a bit of splattering of news, but nothing major. So we're going to focus on the most important thing, and that is, how did we do? How did we do on the Friday of Black Friday? How did we do?
Do you want to go first?
I don't know who should go first, really. I can't help but feel my story's going to be more detailed and more for the pain than yours.
Okay, so here's what happened with me, Colin.
Yes, go.
As we discussed last week, I had a lot of credit that I was looking to spend on Black Friday, specifically at the UK vendor Game. Other vendors are available.
Are they though? Are they really? I don't think they are. They're gone. See, me talking has made Chris's internet just collapse, so I should really just stop talking. You know, that would really solve everything. Once Chris sorts his internet connection out again, so it was Black Friday. And me and Chris, we did discuss this last week. We both were going to partake. We both... he's back.
So, Colin,
Hi, Chris.
Hey, buddy. As you know, I had a load of credits stored up. Me and you were watching.
How did explain to the listeners, how did you gain this credit? What
By
happened?
trading in my PS3, my PlayStation Portable, and a bunch of older games and stuff that I had lying around that I didn't want anymore.
Yes, cool.
Traded them all in, and got some credits saved up. And then me and you were watching the deals all throughout the week to see if there was going to be anything good. And then in the end, I waited until the Thursday night when Game put their sale up online at 8 in the evening, which was nice. It was nice to do it a bit earlier. And me and Colin were texting at this point.
Yeah.
And I had a dilemma as to whether to go in store and try and get a PS4.
Were you ever? Can I just ask now? Were you ever in doubt as to what console you were going to get?
No, never. No,
okay.
I knew I was going to get PS4.
None of the cheeky deals taking your fancy.
No, because I don't like Xbox, Colin.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure whether to go online or to go in store, and in the end, I went online. I bought it at 8 p.m. on the Thursday. About to sneeze. We had.
Did you find? Was there any internet issues? Any connection issues of the website? Any crashing going on?
There were a few bits. I decided to do. I did it through. Thank you, through PayPal.
Good choice.
That would take less steps than doing it through my debit card provider. And also PayPal would only charge you once, whereas I could have been double charged. It took a couple of refreshes, but I was ordered by about 25 past, I think, half past. And then I went into Game the next day to see what deals they had, and the guy in front of me bought what I was going for. So I was like, "Oh, no way! Like I could have just got it in store." But then they delivered it on Sunday. It came yesterday. I've been playing Fallout for hours. After this podcast finishes, I'm going to go and play more Fallout for hours. I'm loving it. Really glad I made the choice. Really glad I got the games I did. I'm enjoying playing Fallout. My girlfriend's playing Uncharted for the first time as we speak, which is nice because you get to enjoy that. I got GTA 5, which I'm looking forward to playing. So yeah, really, I'm happy with my choices. Simple process, simple pickup, quick delivery. Good job, Colin. How did things go for you on Black Friday, pal?
So what you're saying is, you found the whole process nice and straightforward, eh?
And you know why? Because I traded all my stuff in a week before, like a smart boy.
Oh God! Right. Firstly, can we see your PS4? Can we see it?
It's not in this room.
Well, you haven't actually explained what you got with your PS4. What bundle?
I told you I got a PS4 and I got Uncharted and I got Grand Theft Auto and it came with Knack as well.
Just like and Knack.
Very excited to play.
So how much did that come to?
It would have been £280, but I had about 200 quid's worth of trading stuff, so it cost me about £80 in the end.
Well, you think that's saving you probably about, well, if you didn't have that trade-in credit, it probably would have cost you, it probably would have saved you about 80 quid anyway of all those games. Because
because the console's about 300 at least on its own without the games.
Did you get the Nathan Drake collection?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's sack. Right. I'm glad. Well, I'm really glad you enjoy. So you're enjoying your PS4. Is it good? Does it work well?
Yeah, it's really slick. The internet's a little slow. I'm finding that a bit annoying, but apart from that, it's really good.
That's nothing to do with your PS4, though, is it?
No, I think that's probably just doing my router.
Right. I'm really glad. I'm really happy. I'm really glad.
Thanks, mate. How did things go with you, pal?
Now we go to the flip side of the coin. Right. So this, I can't help. This is going to be a very long, depressing tale of woe. And I've got no one to blame but myself. Right. Okay. So where do we start? Okay. So it's Thursday. Okay. No. Let's start earlier. We did the podcast early last week, and I had all this stuff I was going to trade in. I was going to trade in Borderlands 2 for Vita. Because I just don't play it, unfortunately. I just don't play it. I'm not interested, unfortunately. I saw I could get about £12 for it, which is pretty good. I was going to trade in my Xbox 360 Slim for 250 gigabytes, my 2DS, which is still boxed, and a couple of games for my Xbox, which I just don't play anymore. So I had all this in hand, and it gets to when I was going to hand it. I was going to trade it in Wednesday, which gave me plenty of time to have the credit on my card ready for Black Friday. Right. So it gets to Wednesday. I'm just, I'm lounging about. I can't be bothered. It's nice and warm in my flat. I've got a blanket on. I've got a nice cup of hot cocoa. I think I'll wait till Thursday. I've got plenty of time. Black Friday starts on Friday.
Why did you want to wait? Okay. Anyway,
we've not even done 1/12 of this story, Chris. Please. Right. So it gets to Thursday. And I get home from work, and me and my girlfriend, she decides to come with me because, as part of my Christmas present, she's going to give me a bit of money towards the Xbox. I just ruined the whole story. It's all over. Woo! She's going to give me anyway. No, I'll say at this point, I wasn't sure what I was going to go for, an Xbox or a PS4. I know you doubted me, but seriously, if the offer was right, I could have gone for either. I was constantly looking at the best of it. It was down to the I was more leaning towards Xbox because I've got a 360, and I've said this before, the one big drawing point, each console had a drawing point. The PS4 was the fact I could use my Vita on it. The Xbox was the fact the first game I ever got on my Xbox 360 was Gears of War, and that has been my favorite game series since I played the first one. And Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which came out a few months ago, I wanted to play that so bad because it's reskinning, like nicer graphics on the campaign, which was amazing anyway. And the online, which is the Gears of War Online was my favorite online game. It still is to this day. Even beating Call of Duty, Gears of War 1 Online was absolutely amazing. Great maps. Great strategy. Good. Well, you actually needed to be good. You had to actually build up your talent and actually practice.
Well, then get to the point. Get to the point.
So anyway, I didn't know which I was going to go for. So where did I get to? Right. So Thursday, I get all my stuff in a bag, and I'm packing it all away. The Xbox is packed. The 2DS is packed, and I'm going for my games, which I'm going to take with me. In the end, I traded in FIFA 15, LA Noire, and Arkham Origins. Okay. Because I finished all of them, so I'm not going to play them again. FIFA 15, it's last year. Who gives a shit? So I traded all those in. Anyway, so before we even get to this point, before I leave, I open up my Borderlands 2 case.
Yeah.
And I notice that it's like this. So here's my Borderlands 2 case. Notice I've still got this with me. Borderlands 2 case. And you open this up, and you can see there's nothing in there, Chris. There is.
How weird, Colin.
How bizarre. Now, here's the thing. About 2 years ago, a few months after, whenever I got my Vita, a few months later, I got a holder for it, which was this little thing, this little beauty.
Yeah,
see?
This little case.
And as you can see, in this holder, there's a little flap. Everyone likes a bit of a little flap.
Oh, yes, little flap.
And in this flap, there's loads of holders here for loads of little cartridges. Look, Vita.
Oh, yes, almost 13.
Almost a Vita. And I put all my games in there. So I open up Borderlands 2. I noticed the cartridge is not there. So I think, no worries. I'll just find this. I'll just find my holder.
Yeah.
I search high and low, and by high and low I mean my drawers, and that was it. It's not anywhere.
So this is on Thursday night.
This is the Thursday before we've even got to game.
Okay,
turns out.
Hurry along.
Right. Okay. Turns out I left this case. I had not brought with me when I moved into my new flat. This was still at my house in Christchurch. Well.
Which, I mean...
I'm going to say Christ. I lived in Christchurch, okay? At my house in Christchurch.
Which shows how often you play your Vita.
It does, including this little bastard was in there, the bloody Borderlands 2 cartridge. So £12 out the window already in my trade-in. So that the night didn't start off on good footing. Let's just say that. So I was a bit pissed off by that, a bit annoyed. But, still got a lot of stuff. I've got an Xbox 360, perfect condition, a few scratches, but still works fine. Got a 2DS in a box, got a few Xbox games. So we travel on down to my local game store, and we park up. We're nice and, not nice and early, but it's about 7:30.
The Thursday or the Friday?
This is the Thursday. It's 7:30. And bear in mind, I was under the impression...
Yeah.
This is Thursday night. I was under the impression game was open till about 8, and then it would close and then open at midnight for the midnight opening of Black Friday. Oh, boy, was I wrong. So I've got my little bag full of all my gaming contraptions I'm going to trade in. Oh my goodies. I walk up to game and it's shut. And there's a small queue outside. I'm was a bit confused. What's going on here? That's weird. Go up to the window. They've got a big old sign. This store will open at 8 p.m. for Black Friday deals. I was not made aware of this, Chris. I thought I could trade in my stuff and then I could get the Black Friday deals on Friday, because last time I checked, Friday was not Thursday, you know? So at this point, actually, it wasn't 7:30. No, it was earlier than this. It was 6:30. God, it was even earlier. So it's 6:30 on Thursday evening. So we think, got an hour and a half. We're here now. Let's go get some food and then we'll come back. So an hour and a half we spent in Frankie and Benny's, everyone's favorite chain, having some Italiano food.
Did you have sweet potato fry? No, you went Italian rather than American. Okay.
No, I had the cheese and bacon fries. Oh God.
Oh yeah,
amazing.
those are nice. Anyway, keep going.
Calzone. So after our bellies are full, our hopes are high again. We walk all the way back and we left my Xbox in my car and we get that. We head off to game. The queue is now about 50 people strong. At this point, it's 8:15, so we join the queue, thinking, I'm not going to get disappointed. I'm not going to get down because there's a queue. They're opening at 8. They obviously have loads of staff, and they're going to be ready for the hordes. They're going to be ready for the hordes. They're going to have every till open. All the staff are going to be prepped. It's going to be a fantastic experience for us all. So I'm standing there in queue. It gets to 8:00. Nothing's happening. It gets to 8:05. Nothing happening. We're still there in the cold. It gets to 15 minutes past 8 p.m. We are still waiting. It gets to 8:20. By this point, people in the queue are getting a bit pissed off. They're doing the British thing where people are going out of the queue, looking through the doors, giving like the evil look, then walking back. We're not complaining to anyone, just giving the look, the disappointed look as to why they're not open. Yeah. I did this as well. I was looking in the game store. They're 20 minutes late opening. All the staff are just standing there, putting stickers on games.
Right. Can I ask at this point, Colin?
Yes.
So this is 8:20.
Yes.
So at this point, I had ordered my PS4. I was drinking my cocoa. I was had my feet up. I was as enjoying life. I just want to confirm that.
Yes, your night was over in about 20 minutes. My fun has only just begun. Right, so I guess the 25 past.
A bit quicker.
Right, it gets to 25 past, and the doors fly open for game. They flying open. There's an audible cheer as people rush on in. I thought game though they're late open, they're going to be organised. They're going to have like some sort of system where people in the queue are going to get a number, maybe, or like some sort of sticker to say they're in the queue, and they get first dibs. No, that's not how it works. The doors flung open and people like it's like
a horde.
Like a horde. Imagine like pigs being fed. Imagine slop being filled into a big old basket, and like a load of hungry pigs being let in to a farmyard where this slop is. It was like that. People just scurried in. There was claws. There was punching. Thanks, Charles. Right, there was claws, there was blood, there was spit. So we go in, we rush in, we're inside game. It's 8:30. We're inside, Chris. We're inside. The signs are everywhere. The Black Friday signs are in front of me, behind me, to the left, to the right.
What happened next?
We're queuing. I'm queuing. We're queuing, and it gets to fucking 9:00. We're still fucking queuing. We've not moved. Like, there's 3 tills. They have 6 tills in totals in this game shop. 3 of them are open. 4 staff members are wandering around the fucking store doing fuck all, putting stickers on games, as I said they were doing earlier. Like, fucking, there's a big queue, about 100 people. Let's put a 3 for 2 sticker on the pre-owned games. Whee! And they're like, right. And so we're standing in queue, and I thought to myself, I need to actually check that they're taking trade-ins today, because obviously they might just be focusing on selling because it's Black Friday, Maybe they're just focusing on selling, so I was starting to panic. So my girlfriend who was with me, she went off to find a staff member. It was a female staff member, brought her back to us, and we explained, I want to trade stuff in towards one of the deals. Can I do this? And she was like, I don't know. I'll have to go find the manager. And she walks off.
Yeah.
Comes back about 5 minutes later, goes, yeah, we can, I think we can. You just have to head over to this till there. And she's pointing to the furthest left-hand till, and at this till, there's a woman who's been there since the store opened. She was probably first in the queue. She's about 50. She's got an old Xbox, and she's arguing with the guy behind the counter because she wants to trade this in, and she's not happy with how much money she's been offered.
Right.
And she obviously has no idea what she's doing. She's obviously been sent by her son or daughter or whatever to get her something. And she's like, oh, but I thought we could get 30. She was Irish.
Yeah.
It's like, I thought we could get 30 quid for this. You only offered me 10. And like, we were just like, and there was like, and like this guy looked like a work experience person behind the counter, was looking, looked petrified. He was like, really, he was yay high, really short, like this, Chris. He was yay high, and he had like spiky up hair, and he was like, oh, well, it's a bit scratched, so we can only grade it C, so we can only give you £10 for it. And like, this argument went on for about 25 minutes. And we're queuing behind her. So imagine we're halfway into this queue, and we've been told to go into this queue because we're trading in. The look that everyone in front of us gave us when we pushed in front of them to go behind this woman was, I thought I was going to get murdered. I literally thought they were going to.
Were they queuing for trading as well?
No, they were queuing. I don't know. They were just queuing to get one of these consoles.
Right.
And so they were giving me look like, what the fuck are they doing? They fucking just cutting. No, they're giving me they're giving us daggers, basically.
They're assuming that woman is. Okay, I'm with you. Okay.
They're assuming that we've cut in to go in front of this person.
What happened when you got to the trade-in till?
So we got to the till. So the woman moves away. We've been, at this point, whilst we're standing in queue, we were given sheets of paper with all the latest offers on. They printed off PS4 and Xbox One deals. And I texted you at this point when I was queuing behind this woman, saying I'm on the fence because I saw an amazing PS4 offer. I was like, oh my god, it comes with Nathan Drake collection. It comes with, I think it was Battlefront as well. I was like, holy shit balls, this is I really don't know. At this point, I was literally in two minds. I did not know what I was going for. It was all up in the air. So right, I've got so much more to go. Right, so I get to the counter finally. Right, so we're just standing there. There's no one there. And then suddenly there's an even smaller guy, looked about 12, comes up to the till wearing a game shirt, and he goes, are you being served? Well, no, we're not bloody being served. We're just standing here. Why the fuck would we be being... Anyway, so, right, we say we want to we've been told to come to this counter. We want to trade in some stuff. I want to buy one of the deals. Can we do it? He's like, yeah, that's fine, but we just need to test it. So, firstly, I get out the Xbox. Now, I get the box, I put it on the counter. I put the Xbox on the counter. He gets out the Xbox. He whips out all the cables and everything. He plugs it in. He turns it on. Connect it to the TV. It's working fine. It's actually working more than fine. In fact, you could eat your dinner off of it. You could take it out. You take it out for a 3-course meal. You could take it back for coffee. It was that good. It was in that great condition. There was a few scratches. And so he's testing it. It works fine. And I say, right. So can I? Because the competitor to game, CEX, Computer Exchange, game will beat their trading offers. So basically, we get to this point. He goes, yeah, it's working fine. He's filling out all these papers. I don't know what he's doing. He's filling out paperwork. And I go, well, can you beat their trading offers? He's like, as long as you've got proof. So I show out my phone. That's fine. It's good to go. Then he tests the control. It's all working fine. Right? He's put it back in the box, and suddenly he looks down at the controller.
Yeah.
And then he looks at it, and then he goes over to this was the manager, big bold guy, looked about 40 maybe. He was the manager. It goes to him, pulls him over, and goes, can we take it in this condition? Looking at the controller. And the manager looks and goes, no, we can't, no. And then he pushes in front of this little colleague and goes, I'm sorry, we can't take it in this condition. I was like, why?
Yeah.
What's wrong? I was shocked. My heart was sinking. I was like, what's wrong? Why? Why can't you take it? Because of the conditions it's in. And what happened is on the controller, which worked fine, my wireless controller, on the joysticks, a bit of the rubber had come off on both of them.
Yeah. And
they said they couldn't take it in that condition.
Really?
I don't. So the Xbox was scratched on the top and the bottom. They're fine. But they think a bit of the joystick, a bit of the rubber coming off means that people won't want to buy it. I literally was so pissed off, and I said we might. Oh, basically, I did the under my breath grumble. I literally wasn't happy at all.
Yeah,
and there was nothing we could do. And I'd made a promise that whatever happened, I would get some sort of deal today from even if I couldn't trade in. We weren't going to be waiting there for an hour for nothing. So. I admit I accepted defeat. I said, right. Well, can you take the other things then? And so I take the Xbox back, and he tests the 2DS, and I'm happy to report that the 2DS is gone. They took that, no problem. The
Great,
free games.
not good that you traded it in, but good that they took it, because I'm feeling upset for you at this point.
And so that's gone. So I'm a bit relieved there. The free games they take, no problem. I actually got £4.50 for Batman Arkham Origins, which I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's all good. So that gets us about £50.
It's Shona chopping in the background.
I think she's chopping up all my clothes because she's unhappy that she can't sit in the living room whilst I'm doing the podcast. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, right. So yeah, I traded all this in. So I've got £50.
Yeah.
On credit. Oh no, I've not even got to the best bit. So to test the 2DS, the guy had to go out back to test it. So we're there waiting again, waiting. And as we're waiting, the manager guy comes up to us again, who already rejected my Xbox, and goes, "Okay, what are we doing here, guys?" Just to us. And we're like, "Oh, we're waiting. He's testing my 2DS because I want to trade in." He's like, "Okay, well, can you move to the side so we can serve someone else, please?"
Oh, sassy.
We saw red. Well, I'm a timid guy. No, I wouldn't ever challenge anyone. My girlfriend, she lost her shit. She literally went in his face. She was like, "No, we're not moving. We've been waiting here for an hour because you opened up half an hour late. You've not taken this Xbox. Your staff didn't know what they're doing. It's an absolute joke. And you're asking me, we're not moving." And he was like, "Yes, but we'll serve you as soon as the next customer's done. We'll serve you." Like, "No, we're not moving." She literally said, "We're not moving. It's not happening. You're out of order." And then the game manager looked in shock. He looked at her. He was like, "Okay." Then he scurried off.
Good work.
That was good.
Good work, Charles.
We were so fed up. And that came back.
What happened next?
So 2DS was accepted.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah. Right. So that's done. Okay. We're all good. So
this is my favorite part of the story, by the way, because you're about to say something that is literally my favorite thing in the world. So you've just been like shot down by game. You're feeling let down in the man. You're kind of a company that you've always loved and that you always buy from and you trust and you always go to for your pre-orders and all of this stuff. And they've let you down and they broke your heart, and you sit in the car crying into your Xbox. And where do you go next, Colin?
No, that's not even the next part of the store. I've not even told you what bundle I got because I bought the bundle from that store.
Oh, you bought it already?
Yes, I have a bundle. I wanted to wait till this podcast. So I thought I gave you a bit of a hint when I texted you last week when you asked what I got. What? So, right, I'll give you a guess as to what I've got.
Well, you said Xbox earlier. I guess you got.
Look at that! Look, it's the PS symbol. What could it mean? What could it mean? What could it mean, Chris?
I don't know, Colin. What did you do?
Right. So, unfortunately, the PS4 was good, but I couldn't abandon my first love. So, look what I have on my desk. My favorite game of all my favorite games. Oh, I've got this.
Oh, Colin.
Yes, I can't wait to play Marvel superheroes. Look at Iron Man. Look at Iron Man.
Doing the cellophane. Why?
And not only that, look what else I got on my bargain deal. Now TV subscription. Woo! Woo!
Uncharted.
And look what else I got. Look at the last bit of that. Look what it says.
This is a bonus code for what?
No, look what it says.
Mate, don't show your bonus code on the screen. Everyone's going to redeem your vouchers.
No, they won't. Look. Come on, you can see
it.
It's
on Twitter at Gamecast.
No, without the 2 words there.
Goat Simulator.
Yes. Yes. Oh, God, it feels
okay, so you bought an Xbox bundle.
Right, so I got Xbox One, $249. Which is the cheapest bundle they were doing. It came with Marvel superheroes, which I'm not bothered about. I'm going to trade in. I got Now TV subscription for 2 months. Woo! And also I got Goat Simulator, a code for Goat Simulator.
So you bought a console you didn't really want and 2 games you didn't really want.
Hey,
right. You really made us giving there, buddy.
Do you know what it came with? It came with FIFA 16. Ka-ching. But I'm not allowed to use my Xbox One.
What happened next? Tell me, because this is my favorite thing. What happened next?
Okay, so we're sitting in my car. I was sitting in my car, and I was feeling a bit down. You know, we got my Xbox One. I was really happy. The Xbox One looked beautiful. You know, I haven't opened it yet. I'm not opening it till Christmas Day, just so you know.
Okay.
It's a Christmas present. And it looks beautiful. The box is nice and big. It was chunky. I had all these games which I didn't want. It was fantastic. And I think to myself, you know what? I reckon the only reason they didn't let me trade in my Xbox is because they were busy and they couldn't be bothered to take it.
Yeah.
You know what you know what the sensible thing is to do right now?
Go on.
Let's go to another game shop, just a bit more local to me. So we
This is too much.
we jump into my car and we head down to, but near where I live is a place called Boscombe. And for those uneducated, Boscombe is
A shithole.
well, there's that, and the fact like you could pretty much get stabbed just for stepping on the pavement, basically. But it's not a very nice place. Everyone avoids it. There's a saying we have near me called Bosque Vegas because it's the most disgusting place in the world. And bear in mind, this is about 9 o'clock. Well, not 9. Yeah, about 9 o'clock at this point, 9:30. And where we park in this really dimly lit car park, and we decide, right, I'm taking my Xbox to the game here. They're gonna take it, and I'm gonna send an angry email to Game, and they're gonna hear the wrath of me. So we walk down the high street of Boscombe, and we passed at least 5 druggies, and someone even came up. Someone passed and said, "Hi guys, hope you're having a good evening." Then wandered off again. But at this point, my girlfriend's with me, and she's pretty much like, wetting herself with fear. Like, are we going to make it out? Is this going to be the last thing we see before we die? The bad Christmas lights in Boscombe Town Centre. What is going to happen? So we get to the game. Luckily, there's no one there. It's completely empty. They've been open for about an hour. No one there. So I go straight up to the counter. And I say, I want to trade in my Xbox. I don't tell him anything about this escapade down to the game and the other game I went to.
Yeah. You don't give the game away, as it were.
Like it. So I just go in. I just want to trade this in. I'm just wandering down Boscombe High Street. I want to trade in my I want to trade in my Xbox 360. What's weird about that? So he says that's fine. He opens it up. He says, "Oh, it's very scratched. How do you get so scratched?" And bear in mind, this guy who's going to be testing this Xbox is like. He has the worst teeth I've ever seen. Like, imagine, I don't know, who's got bad teeth? Who's a
Alan Carr.
Alan Carr. Imagine Alan Carr, but yellow and with only about 4 teeth on each row. And that's what he was like, which is a typical Boscombe inhabitant, to be honest with you. So he's like, "Oh, well, it's a bit scratched. So probably only be able to offer you about 30 quid for it." And I was like, "Well, no, CX are offering me 66, so can't you beat that?" And he's like, "Oh, I'll have to find out." And he goes out back and he turns out, "Oh, yes, we can beat that for you."
Yeah.
He speaks, the manager in this place looks a lot more hip. He looks about early 20s like us. Really young, he has big curly hair, like really cool, like really nice. Like, "Yeah, that's fine. We can trade it in for you, man. No problems." He goes,
"Dude.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah." And this other guy's like, "It'll take about half an hour for me to test it. So if you just wander around, go to McDonald's, because there's a McDonald's in Boscombe, which we're not going to, because I was sat in that McDonald's once, and behind me, someone threw a chair, smashed a window, and there was like a massive fight broke out. And I think the McDonald's staff, they double up as, they cook the fries, and they're also security guards, because as soon as this happened, they jumped over the counter. They had this guy's arm. Anyway, basically, I'm just telling you, Oscar is a shitface. I can see Chris is rolling his eyes now. So let's keep
because I feel ill and I'm tired, and you're just going on about McDonald's.
Here we go. Right, so we wait half an hour. We're just sitting. We're using the free Wi-Fi. We just sit. This is when I was tweeting and Facebooking. Which
and what time is this? It's about 2 a.m.
This is about 9:30.
Okay.
So it's still, the night is still young, So we go back in, and he's testing the Xbox. He said, "Yeah, it works absolutely fine. We can beat your CEX trade, and we'll give you £67 in-store credit for it." And I'm thinking, yes, fucking amazing. And the guy who's the manager comes up to me and goes, "You know what? We can just put the oh my god, I've not even told you the other lols. We'll get to that in a second." So the guy goes, "What we can do, we can put the trading credit straight onto your rewards card, your game reward card, using the app, because I've got the game app."
Yeah.
And he says, "We can do that." So I get on my phone, ready to go. And they just got back to fill out some paperwork. And like just about to give me the money, I get my card out. The guy with the dodgy teeth comes out. He's looking worried. He's looking apprehensive. He comes up to me with the controller. He goes to me, "I'm afraid we can't accept this."
No way.
Oh, and I acted dumb. I played that. I was like, "Why?" He's like,
"Yeah,
the controller's in a bad condition because the rubbers come off the joysticks."
Right.
Again, the exact same thing as the other game told me. And I'd like to. I literally was. I'm not going down without a fight. It's like, why can't you take it with just a console? Surely you get people trading in controllers all the time. What's the big issue? Why can't you just take that? It's like, no, we can't take it without a controller. You can buy a controller and trade it in. Oh, I was not happy. Not happy. So we left and came home.
But you've still got it.
Yeah, no. Then my story. Let me just go back to my other lols. Basically, I have a games reward card, and whenever you make a purchase, you should use this card because you get points. Now, as you do with any other point, you get a few points. So obviously, I bought a big purchase, my Xbox One. I get a lot of points. I completely forgot.
Oh, well, you've got to use it.
I forgot to use it.
Check. There might be a code on the receipt you can use.
Yeah, that's what the guy said. I couldn't find anything. I have to have another look though.
Anyway,
yeah, the fucking guy behind the counter told us when I made the purchase of the Xbox One, I said I forgot my games reward card. Can you get me the points now? He's like, oh no, we can't do it once it's gone through. But there is a code on the bottom of the receipt. If you go on the app, you can redeem it. Is there fuck a bloody fucking code? There's nothing. Anyway,
go on.
So the next day, I think to myself, you know what? I'm not gonna mess around with CEX. I'm not gonna try and trade it in
This
there.
is now on Black Friday.
This is on Black Friday, and I think this is the morning of Black Friday. You know, I want to get rid of my Xbox. You know, my 360. I don't need it anymore. I've got a one. Thanks, darling. My girl just gave me dessert. Now back in the kitchen, wench. Back in the kitchen, wench. Anyway, anyway, what was I saying? Right, so it gets to Black Friday morning, and I think Gumtree, that is the way forward. Put my Xbox on Gumtree.
Right, okay.
And I thought, you know what, I'll put it on there for 55. I'll put 55 quid cash because they're offering me like £30 cash from game and £60 in-store credit. So £55 cash, you know, that's fine. I don't mind. Just want to get rid of it at this point because it's like it's burning a hole in my flat floor.
Yeah.
I put on Gumtree, and I think, well, hopefully I'll get some offers. So I was at work in the afternoon. My phone did not stop going. Text, emails, phone calls, people wanting this Xbox. I had about 10 people on the first day, then another 10 the next day, and it was absolute amazing. A load of people said they wanted it. Then when I said £55, it's yours, they weren't interested. Yeah. Finally found a very nice guy who wanted it, took it over to his, tested it. He's taken my Xbox, got 55 quid cash. So fuck you, game. Got £55 cash. So it started off depressing, but the moral of the story is always trade in your games early, people. Always trade in your games early. But the long and short is I've got an Xbox One. Chris has got a PS4. So pretty much once again, we've gone for contrasting consoles and devices, which I think is good because what's nice about this is that we can offer contrasting views on these consoles.
And now, Colin, I can mess about with PS4 Remote Play on my Vita because, as we know, every PS4 title is also a PS Vita title.
Jazz hands.
Okay, well, I hope everyone at home enjoyed that story.
The best story of love and hate since Romeo and Juliet.
Quite something. This has been Heroes of Handheld, episode 118.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week with some more news. I don't know, Colin Byrne. I'm actually on holiday, so I'll be taking my 3DS with me as I go away.
Are you going to your girlfriend's place?
Yes, I am. So we're going to see girlfriend's fam.
So
I'm going to have my 3DS for a nice long journey, which will be good.
Are you nervous? Are you going to wear a kilt?
Spoilers. No, it should be good. So I'll be playing lots and I'll be tweeting about it, I'm sure. Did you pick up any other Black Friday deals? I got a controller. That was about it, I think, actually. I got a second controller for 35 quid, which is good.
I was going to pick... Oh my God. Right.
Stop banging your spoon against the bowl.
Sorry, it's lemon curd. I love a bit of lemon curd. Anyway, so last bit of news. The PlayStation Vita's pissed me off this week because they had a Black Friday sale. Your typical games on there. Unit 13 was about £2, blah, blah, blah. But one game that took my interest was Worms. I think it's called Worms Extreme.
Yeah.
£1.18, I think it was, on the PlayStation Vita. Oh, no, £1.83. Absolute bargain. I was like, I'm getting that shit. So I've been trying to buy it for the past 2 days, and clearly Sony do not want to take my money because let me just load up this error. The error I keep getting, basically I keep getting a error when I try and pay because I need to add funds to my wallet. It says your credit card is not available at this time. Please try again in about a day. And I've been getting that for the past 3 days. So fuck you, Sony. You're not getting my money, you bellends. So there you go.
Wow.
And also
on that bombshell.
One last bit of news. One big bit of news that PlayStation Vita, PS Plus games have been revealed for December. We're getting Rocket Birds and Freedom Wars, which is pretty nice. So if you've got PlayStation Plus, pick up Freedom Wars because that's awesome. That's on PlayStation Plus, and it's pretty much means that every single big title on every AAA title on Vita has now gone to PS Plus. Boom.
Hooray!
So yeah, that's my story. Hope you enjoyed my tale.
Cool. What a treat. We'll be back some actual podcasting next week. Here's Handheld episode 119.
If anyone out there got...
Go on then. Go on.
And if anyone out there got Black... If anyone out there got Black Friday deal...
Throw up, but one more thing from Colin.
Hold on, mate.
Come on. Give it me.
So...
Stop eating your pudding whilst we're podcasting.
The only pudding I need in my life is you, Chris. You're my pudding. Right.
Give you
so
my lemon curd.
Oh, you know what I mean? I need to go to a lemon curd in a minute, if you know what I mean. Right. So, right. If anyone out there listening got any Black Friday deals, let us know. You can tweet us at Handheld Podcast. You can email us, heroesofhandheld@gmail.com, or find us on our website, heroesofhandheld.com, or our previous episodes, and also all the details of how to send us messages and listen to the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and through Feedburner. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. I'm particularly curious if anyone got in on any of the really good 3DS deals, because it was like £100 for a 3DS XLs were going in the UK. So I hope if you're interested, you got in on that.
Yeah, that sounds cool because there was loads of 3DS offers and nothing for Vita.
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it?
Great.
Anyway, yeah, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week.
Yes, we will be. Have a top week, everybody. Bye.
Cheerio.